Listen up, hockey fans. You're in the right place. A no-hold-barred debate between two hockey fans. Stay up to date on current issues in the NHL, even the controversial ones. Welcome to The Debate Hockey Podcast with your host, Brad Burud.
Not sure exactly what happened there, but you could see him drop his stick, and he's still left side of the screen. What happens to him here? Oh, collision with the referee. Oh, my goodness.
Stunned him. Well, he's not looking, and that's what happened.
He ran right into the referee.
Yeah, probably hit the back of his helmet, Brendan, on his facial area, maybe just under his nose or what have you. You could just see he's got him in the eye a little bit.
As the puck was coming back through the neutral zone, he turned into him, and obviously it caused a problem, like right through his visor. A collision with Chris Rooney, who came across to talk about it or apologize.
It is time for the Debate Hockey Podcast, episode number 48. It is January 14th, 2019. I am Brad Burud, the host, joined alongside my co-host each and every week, and that's Blake Friars. Well, Blake, another week in the books. Fairly quiet week in the National Hockey League, I thought.
Yeah, it was. There were some good matchups. I watched a little bit of hockey. I watched the Calgary-Arizona beatdown last night. Vancouver and Florida last night. Two okay games that, the score probably didn't reflect on the Vancouver game. They scored 2 empty netters, but it was a good day to watch some hockey last night.
Kind of a quiet week, though.
Yeah, it was.
Not a lot of highlight stuff.
Other than,
not a lot of wild stuff. No suspensions. No.
That's good.
That's good.
Yeah, it's good.
That's good. We're 1 week closer to the NHL trade deadline.
Yep.
6 weeks to be exact, to the day. On this episode is when we start speculating and discussing. I know we're 6 weeks, but it's the most talked about part of the season, and we're definitely in the dog days of winter. It's cold. How are you surviving?
No, it's great. I just started up school again, and that always sucks, but a good break, and I'm just excited to get back doing some play-by-play for the hockey team, and hopefully we get a good trade deadline.
Yeah, I kind of mark trade deadline on my calendar every year.
Probably my second favorite time of the year.
Yeah,
maybe third.
I love the start of the season because you're speculating.
Obviously, playoffs is my favorite.
Start of the playoffs,
and then free agency, and then trade deadline. That's probably what it goes.
I like trade deadline.
Draft,
I like trade deadline more than free agency.
Why?
That's just because it's all jammed into one day. That's a fun day.
Well, so is free agency. All the signings are on July 1st.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Not all the trades are on deadline day either. So it is.
I think we're gonna see a flurry of trades before the deadline this year.
I say every year it's going to be.
Because there's so many teams that are on the bubble to do something.
No, they're not.
Yes, there is.
No, it's more cut and dried this year than it has been in forever.
But think about it. Think about it on the looking outside in the East.
Yeah, but once Buffalo knocks Montreal out, it's done. The East is figured out.
You think so?
I do.
The Atlantic's figured out, yes.
The whole East is. There's only 2 teams that can fluctuate, and that's Montreal and Buffalo. And that might not happen either. Montreal might make it, but those are the only 2 teams. Nobody else is making a run. You telling me Florida's going to make a run?
No,
Heck no. I mean, you look at all these teams. There's no one left to make a run.
Yeah.
Is New Jersey going to come 12 points back?
No.
Yeah,
you're probably right.
There's more teams that are selling this year than ever before, in my mind. Every year, I think,
Do you think Buffalo makes a splash to get over the hump and get in the playoffs?
No, because their cup window is just starting to open. They don't need to. They can't give up any picks because they can still keep building this.
Second round picks.
No, I don't think so. I don't.
Obviously not.
And we'll talk about that. I always say every year it's going to be super busy, and this year has all the makings of it being busy, but I'm going to say it's not going to be, so I can jinx it and make it go the other way and be busy, because every year I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Victor Hedman gets a concussion when he runs into an official.
Yeah.
Weird stuff in Tampa. Did you see the other play?
Which play?
Andrei Vasilevsky of Tampa Bay Lightning gets pulled with 10 minutes to go in the game and then comes back onto the ice during play in a line change.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, they pulled him to get an extra attacker?
Yeah. And then they changed on the line change and went back out into the net. You don't see that very often.
Oh, I think Patrick Waugh did that too.
Well, I'm not saying it's never happened. I'm just saying it's just not.
I thought you meant they pulled him and then put him back in the net like 5 minutes later. Because Hitchcock's done that with Jake Allen, and it wouldn't surprise me if that would happen. But
he went back in during play, but Victor Hedman runs into the official and gets...
Yeah.
I don't think he has a concussion, but I mean...
Well, he left the game. He didn't return, so it must have been pretty bad.
I don't know. Weird.
Yeah, it was. It was stiff elbow from the ref.
Really weird.
Yeah, it was. It was really weird.
Today's show, who are the buyers and sellers? What players are up for grabs? I got a mock trade I want to tell you about that I think is a little off the wall that I came up with. And we're going to go around the league and talk about MacKinnon, Arizona, the Ducks, Bobrovsky, kind of a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's time for Jersey of the Week.
I got Giordano this week. I think
I can't argue.
He's been unbelievable. He didn't make the All-Star game, which is just mind-boggling. He's 35 years old, and he's got 45 points in 43 games, and doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon. He's been unbelievable.
I was on our sponsor's webpage, coolhockey.com, going through looking at some jerseys last night. You know what I found was a really cool jersey?
Who?
An old classic Mike Bossy Islanders jersey.
Back in the 80s.
That's sweet.
That would be nice.
Check out coolhockey.com. Type inside 20 when you're at checkout after you pick out your jersey of the week. Save yourself 20% off that purchase. We thank them for their sponsorship.
Coolhockey.com, the coolest website on the planet.
6 weeks from deadline day, Blake. Let's talk sellers.
Sure.
Let's kind of roll through who we think are potential sellers and for sure sellers.
Sure.
When I wrote teams that could potentially be sellers, I came up with 9.
Mm-hmm.
I think teams that will probably be aggressive sellers, I think it might even be 6, maybe 7. Think about this. I'll roll through them. You tell me your thoughts. Blues.
Yep. Sellers. Major sellers.
Major sellers. Los Angeles Kings.
Major sellers.
Major sellers. Philadelphia Flyers.
There are. Like I said, I think
Philadelphia is going to move one piece.
Yeah, Simmons.
Yeah.
That's it. They're not major sellers.
Detroit.
Major sellers.
Ottawa.
Major sellers for them.
New York Rangers.
Major sellers.
Okay, we're at 5.
Mm-hmm.
Carolina.
No.
I say major. You don't want to know why? What has their ownership showed us?
Nothing.
They've showed us
they're unpredictable.
But they're unpredictable.
Yeah. I don't know.
It would not surprise me to see.
It wouldn't. Falk. I wouldn't.
Falk, Hamilton, Ferland. Think about
Kesse.
this. Think about this.
Maybe. We'll see.
I move them into the potential. That's 6.
We'll see. I have those 5.
Okay.
Which player?
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
We'll get into the players here in a minute.
Okay.
New Jersey.
Maybe.
What do you do if you're New Jersey?
They're stuck in the middle.
Stuck in the middle of
they're
what?
Stuck.
Garbage. They've been awful all year.
Oh, man. They're literally a good goaltender away from possibly making the playoffs. Yes, they are.
Points. They're not putting up points.
Oh, my God.
Who's scoring?
They're getting no goaltending, man. It's so hard. It's so hard to play at a level when your goaltending sucks.
Oh, absolutely.
It puts.
Well, you won't win.
Yeah, it's tough.
You won't win.
There's no when a goaltender doesn't give the team confidence, the whole team goes in the shits. That's it's just how it is.
Do you think they're putting up enough points?
The players?
They have one.
Well, Taylor Hall's hurt.
They have 1 goal scorer.
No, they're not. They're underachieving.
They have no goal production.
No. Well, Taylor Hall's been hurt, so
he still played 33 games. He's the only one that's a point-a-game player.
Yeah.
When Kyle Palmieri is leading your team in scoring, you got frickin' issues.
Yeah.
I don't know. How about Florida?
Florida's.
What do you do in Florida?
They're stuck in the middle too.
Yeah.
They really are.
There's a potential for a lot of teams being.
There's one more potential team that could sell.
Who?
That's Vancouver. If they fall out of the race, they'll sell. They'll. I think.
Well, how about Arizona?
Maybe there's a couple pieces, but Vancouver could trade Edler if he waves. Granlund, Del Zotto.
But Arizona's only 4 point. more than a 6 out of a playoff spot.
Yeah, because
It's not
Vancouver
too
won
bad.
last night. Yeah, but like if they had Ranta,
I don't know who they're going to push out.
If
though.
they had Ranta, I'd probably say
Who
sure
are they gonna
they
push
got a
out,
chance.
though? Who are they going to push out? They're not pushing anybody out. Sure as hell not pushing anybody in the Pacific out.
Well, it'll have to be a wild card.
It'd be a wild card.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me list off some teams, and you tell me. Aggressive buyers, small tweak.
Sure.
Tampa Bay Lightning.
No, they're not going to touch their team.
I don't think they are either.
No, why would you? Don't fix it's not broken.
I don't think so either. Toronto Maple Leafs.
I think the Toronto Maple Leafs will look for a D-man with control to replace Jake Gardiner. I think that's top of the list for Kyle Dubas.
To replace or just
to get on your team, and then you'll have him next year because Jake Gardner's not re-signing with the Leafs next year. So I think
whoever it is, he's going to have to be cheap.
I think a guy like Chris Tanev will fit the bill there. He's got 2 years left on his deal at $4.5 million, which is a contract friendly deal for the Leafs if they decide to go down that route. But we'll see.
Boston Bruins.
I think they're going to be aggressive buyers. I think they need a third line center behind Krejci and Bergeron.
They're tough to find.
And I think a perfect fit for the Boston Bruins is Braden Shen.
Yeah,
I think that's a perfect fit for Boston. He'll slot into that third line center. He can play on the second unit on the power play. I think that's a no-brainer for Boston.
Washington.
Maybe.
I think they're going to do small tweak, like
Maybe.
a third or fourth line guy to add some depth.
Mm-hmm. I think a guy that could go to the Washington Capitals, maybe a guy like Chris Kunitz, possibly.
They're not taking on that.
Well, he's only $1 million.
No, I know, but he's
got 4 Stanley Cups, depth,
but Washington won the Cup last year.
Doesn't matter.
They don't need to.
You
bring
can never have enough of those guys.
I don't want them.
We'll see.
If I'm Washington, I don't want them.
For nothing.
I don't want them. What he brings to the table?
I don't know. We'll see.
Pittsburgh,
maybe. Yeah, I think they get like a
back end.
Maybe they should be getting Justin Schultz back.
No, I know, but like we've talked before on the show, can you ever have enough defense going in?
No, you their defense. Oli Mata, Alexiak. There's some holes on the back end, but I think they add a top 9 forward.
New York Islanders.
I have them on my list too.
I think they're going to make a big one.
Like who though?
Oh, I'm going to get to that.
I got Vegas on my list too.
Well, we'll get to that.
They have so much
going
cap
through the
space.
East. I'm going
picks.
through the East, Blake.
Okay, we're still on the East.
I think I'm with my kids here. You want to jump ahead all the time?
Sure.
Montreal, you going to think they're going to do anything? I mean, I know they're.
I don't know.
Middle.
No, because why would they throw away what they've just built with their prospects?
No, I know.
They just got Kotkaniemi, Suzuki, Paling.
I got them as a no too.
Like I just don't.
Do you
see
think
him
Buffalo
trading.
will do anything?
Well, it depends how desperate. It depends how bad.
I don't think they will.
No, I don't think so either.
Well, I don't think there's a. The risk is
they're not going to spend any cap because they need their cap to sign Skinner.
Well, I don't know if Skinner wants to go there. We'll see.
Money talks.
I know, but I've heard rumblings.
Who's your insider, huh?
No, I just.
Where do you think he's going to go?
I don't have any idea on that. I just don't know if he's going to resign there.
Who would want to live in Buffalo?
I like
all
Buffalo.
Places.
Buffalo's fun.
It's just trashy.
Says who? Have you been to Buffalo?
No, but it's just.
Well, how the hell do you know that?
It looks trashy.
What? Did you see a postcard from '64?
No, man. It's just like.
You never even been there.
The fans.
Okay, people from
nuts.
Buffalo, you can write your letters to Blake because that's the stupidest comment of the year on the podcast.
I don't know.
That's like me saying, that Tallahassee's shitty. I've never been there. I have no idea. All right. Winnipeg.
No.
You don't think they're going to do anything?
No.
I do.
No. But what can they afford and get? They got to sign Kyle Connor and Patrick Laine next year.
No, I'm not.
You're getting a rental?
No, a rental.
Maybe a guy like Gustav Nyquist. Maybe.
How about a Wayne Simmons? For a rental.
It depends. Depends what the price is.
But think about what that would do to Winnipeg. How big and...
Be a third line. He'd be a third liner on that team.
That's good. How big and strong and wow.
Yeah, they'd be good. They'd be solid.
Every team in the West would be like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay. Nashville. They'll do something. He does.
This guy,
He's
David
great.
Poley is so unpredictable. It's
David
just
Poile
like
is so good, though. He's so good.
We'll see.
He's going to find something. Now, Dallas, do you think they do anything?
No,
Calgary.
possibly.
I think
They might add
if they
something.
do anything,
It's on the back end.
It'll be a small tweak.
It's on the back end too.
I know they're looking for a
Maybe a backup goalie too.
yeah. It's on their radar now to see what happens. They got 6 weeks to determine if Smith's
Did
gonna
you see
pull out
what
this.
Edmonton just said?
Oh God, I don't even want to talk about Edmonton.
Dude, if I'm an Edmonton fan, I am going, whoa. Put the phone down before you do something stupid.
They're gonna do something stupid.
I can't wait until they trade Jesse Puljujarvi.
They're
I
already-
will laugh.
They're already talking about it.
I will laugh
They're
hysterically.
already talking about it.
He goes, the first round picks in play, young players are in play. Buddy, shut up. Before you really mess this up.
It's
It's already messed up,
I
but
already told you what I thought it was last
man.
week.
Dumpster fire alert coming for Oilers fans. It's happening.
San Jose Sharks.
No,
I don't think they're gonna do much either.
they can't. Their cap situation's kind of up against the wall there.
Vegas Golden Knights.
They could. Yeah, I
They're gonna
could.
do something big.
They got picks, they got prospects to do that, and I think they should, and I think they will.
Colorado Avalanche. Maybe they'll trade their first round pick.
Well, yeah,
I'm just joking. They won't.
Well, why wouldn't they trade their own first round pick? You got the first overall pick from Ottawa coming. That's a genius idea.
Do you think
That is a genius idea.
Do you think there's any chance that Duchesne lands back there? I don't.
No,
I heard people
You
talking
imagine?
about that. I'm like, what? You guys kidding me?
no,
Minnesota. I don't think they do anything. I think they're in that wobbly.
they're not making the playoffs.
Well, here's the deal. Even if they were going to try to be a buyer, every time Minnesota's in the past,
They overpay.
and they've sucked at it so bad.
Didn't they give up a first round pick for Martin Hansel?
They did.
Oh my God.
They did. Anaheim. I don't think
Anaheim needs
Needs to
to
worry
win a game before they worry about buying.
Let's not talk Vancouver, Edmonton, Arizona. Things are way too much up in the
Yeah.
air to determine what those franchises choose to do before deadline. Because
Yeah.
we got to remember, we are still 6 weeks out. Blake and I are probably a little excited and jumping the gun on a deadline show, but that's okay. Now let's talk players that are up for grabs, and
Sure.
I'm going to roll through
Want
a
to go
list.
through the sellers teams first?
Here,
Because that's what I did.
Let me just pull up a listing, and I'm going to name some players, and you tell me potential destinations. How does that sound?
Ooh, you're putting me on the spot with that.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
And you tell me, forget it, he's not moving.
sure.
Sergei Bobrovsky. Blake, there's about 25 names here, and you're going to have to tell me moving, not moving, and where to.
He's not getting traded.
You think they're going to ride it out and lose him?
I
Lose him for nothing.
lose him for nothing.
You think that's going to
I
happen?
think it's going to happen.
I don't. I'll talk about that later.
And maybe he goes to Philly. That's it.
Phil Kessel.
No.
I don't see him moving him either. I'm just throwing out names here now. I'm not saying that I think
Yeah,
they
yeah.
are. I'm
Sure.
giving names.
Yeah.
Kevin Hayes.
Kevin Hayes. There is going to be probably 10 teams after Kevin Hayes. I don't know. Maybe the Islanders
How about Vegas?
or Vegas. That was going to be my next guess. I could see him going to the Islanders.
Speaking of the Islanders, Anders Lee, does he stay?
No, he's staying. There's a captain.
I thought so too.
I'm not going to trade him.
Wayne Simmons, where do you see him landing?
Wayne Simmons. Whew.
I already said
Hey, if I'm Toronto, I'm going after him.
Well, I think so, but I don't think Toronto's going to be willing to give up.
I think
Philly's gonna
because they're playing Boston first round no matter what. So they need somebody that.
So what if isn't that not a prototypical guy that Boston would go after?
It is, but they don't need a winger. They need a center. You know what I mean?
I know.
I do think the Leafs should pursue Simmons hard. Like, because that's a piece that's needed in the playoffs.
You think Zuccarello's going anywhere?
I think Zuccarello is going to go.
Where do you see him going?
I think he's going to go to a Western Conference team. Maybe the Vegas Golden Knights.
I'm going to name this next team, and I hope he does get traded just so we can end this stupid madness in Carolina. But do you think Justin Williams gets moved?
Mr. Game 7. I think he likes in Carolina. He's already got his cups.
Is he a guy that you could see maybe in Tampa Bay?
Ooh, cheap option too.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, no, that actually might be a fit, but I just think he likes in Carolina.
Here's a guy that everybody's been talking about lately, and there's been tons of teams rumored, and I don't honestly think they're going to be able to move him. I don't, and that's Mark Stone.
I just don't see, unless Ottawa eats half of his contract to trade him. He's getting $8 million or 7.3 or something. There'd be lots of teams that want Mark Stone,
yeah,
but not for that price. I don't think they're going to trade
Colton
him.
Parayko.
It depends what route St. Louis wants to go.
Oh, I think
if it's fire sale,
why would St. Louis want to get rid of him? I don't understand.
That's what I'm saying. If it's fire sale, total takedown.
But he's on all the lists.
He's 24.
I know. He's on the list, too. He's on all these lists. I'm like, what? Duncan Keith.
No. Nobody's touching him.
You don't think so?
If they eat half his salary, sure. Nobody's taking him at $6 million. Just like nobody's touching Seabrook at 7. Yeah. That's why I said Chicago could possibly be sellers. If they can,
yeah, but you know what?
They got to be unique, though.
No, wait, though. You can't. You're forgetting something, though. You're forgetting something now.
What?
Keith's contract, his cap hit is 5.5, but he is only owed 14.25 over the next 5 years because he signed so long.
Was it front loaded?
It's a front loaded, so he's only at 2.85 per year.
Really?
He'll have to waive. He'll have to waive a no trade, though.
You think he will?
I wouldn't. I mean, I don't think he will. He won his cups. I don't think he will. He's a guy that Edmonton to go after.
Yeah, and give up Jesse Puljujarvi and a first-round pick for him.
Is Artemi Panarin going anywhere?
No, he's not getting traded.
Okay. How about Jimmy Howard?
Jimmy Howard. A playoff team that needs a backup goalie. Calgary Flames?
Not happening.
You wouldn't take Jimmy Howard over Mike Smith?
No, we can't. We can't afford it. Calgary can't afford him.
If he eats half his salary.
They're not going to eat half of his salary. They don't need it. Why do they care? They'll just keep him then. What good would have eaten half of their salary be in Detroit?
To get a pick?
Well, first of all, Calgary's not giving a pick up because they don't even hardly have any picks.
They don't have a second-round pick, third-round pick?
It's gone. They gave it to the Islanders for Hamonic.
Oh, yeah, 2 years ago.
They aren't giving any. Calgary's not giving any picks out. So if you think someone's getting picks from Calgary, you're mistaken.
Team that needs a backup goalie, though. Maybe Pittsburgh.
Philadelphia is the only one that comes up.
Maybe Pittsburgh.
Philadelphia is the one that comes in my mind.
They're not making the playoffs, though.
Yeah, but they need a goalie for next year. They went through freaking 7 of them already this year.
Do you think he would re-sign in Philly? I don't know if he would.
Who else is going to sign him? He's old.
Yeah. I don't think he's very good anymore, though.
Michael Furland.
I don't know why Carolina would want to give.
You know where Michael Furland's going to end up? I'm going to tell you right now.
Where?
And he'll help him too. Vegas. Furland wants big money, and they're the only team that I could see giving it to him.
Why? What has he done to deserve big money?
I am 100% in agreement. This week, people were comparing him and saying that he's going to sign Tom Wilson. I'm like, what?
What has he done?
Nothing.
Besides fight and hit. and score.
I didn't think he
15
was
goals.
good in Calgary at all. I mean, and I'm a Michael Furlan fan. Don't get me wrong. Old Brandon Wheat King, love it. But I don't get it.
Big money, like what? No way.
Here's another one I'm going to throw out. Jordan Eberle.
Pending UFA. You know,
I don't think the Islanders.
I don't think the Islanders will trade him.
No, because I think the Islanders need him for the playoffs.
I think they're going to sign him.
What if he doesn't re-sign?
That's a big hole to fill.
Does he go to Calgary?
Oh my gosh! To replace you with James Neal? Jesus.
No, there's been talk of that. Let's look. Matt Duchene. I think he stays.
You think he signs in Ottawa?
I do.
Yeah, too bad it cost him Jack Hughes. Jokes on Ottawa.
Yeah, but hindsight's 20/20.
What about the Montreal? Imagine.
Gustav Nyquist.
I think there's a fit.
Where?
I already told you.
Where?
Vegas. Vegas is going to make 2 trades. I think they're going to get 2 players.
Jesse Puljujarvi's on lists, and do you think that Edmonton would really do that?
I hope Peter Chiarelli's not that stupid, because he's one of few players on the Edmonton Oilers that can play with McDavid. And Hitchcock doesn't want to play him with McDavid. It's a match made in heaven.
I agree.
Puljujarvi is one of the fastest guys on that team. Like, you can't put Jesse Puljujarvi with McDavid for 3 games. Like, oh, he's not producing, we'll take him off. You got to give him time. He's 20 years old. You don't give up on a 4th overall pick from 2 years ago. You just don't. It'll be like the Canucks trading Yo Levy because he hasn't played in the NHL. No, you don't do that. You got to have patience with young kids.
Do you think Jeff Skinner moves on?
I don't.
I don't either.
I don't think. Wait, like
not
July
in a
1st?
trade. Yeah, no. On July 1st. No. In July 1st.
I think he's going to resign.
I think there's a 60% chance.
It's a good young. I think it's like 80% chance he stays.
Here's a name I'm a blast from the past.
Sure.
And I don't know why it just came to my mind that I feel like Toronto would go after him. Jacob Trouba. I don't think Winnipeg's
be able to afford him.
Winnipeg's not doing
They won't be able to afford him.
Oh, that's true. They're not going to be able to afford him. Good call on that. You're right. They're not going to be able to afford Jacob Trouba. Mm-hmm. I'm going to keep going here. We'll go through the UFAs really quick. You tell me where they're going to land. Because I think a lot of these are going to move. Patrick Maroon. St. Louis, he's got to go somewhere.
They got to get rid of him.
Jay Bouwmeester. Same thing.
No, those are legit on my list. I have
Jay Bouwmeester. You know what?
I have St. Louis possibly getting rid of Pietrangelo, Schwartz, Shen, Parayko, Maroon, and Bouwmeester.
You know where Bouwmeester could land?
Back in Calgary.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's a big ticket, though. UFA. End of the year.
They're not going to re-sign him.
No. That's a good third pairing guy for you.
They're just not going to re-sign him. I mean, that'd
be a goal for Cup run.
Yeah. Carl Hagelin.
No, I don't think he's irrelevant now.
We've already talked about Nick Jensen's getting a lot of talk.
Nick Jensen, the former Canuck Nick Jensen? No way.
He's getting talk. That teams are talking.
He won't.
Detroit will move him.
I don't.
Nicholas Cronwall.
No, he's too old.
Ryan DeZingle.
Slowed down a lot this year. We'll see. Depends what the price is.
Here's 2 guys that I think are going to move, and I don't know where the hell they're going to go. Mm-hmm. I think one of them's going to land in Calgary, and I know we keep talking Calgary, but
Calgary's got to do something.
Peter Mrazek and Curtis McElhaney, and I think Curtis McElhaney will end in Calgary. I just do. I just do.
It would cost him a 7th-round pick.
Who cares?
That's a lot.
Peter Mrazek, do you think he lands somewhere as just an insurance policy?
Back to Philly?
Don't bring up stupid stuff like that.
Oh man, I can't believe.
I'm gonna name 3 guys that are 4 guys that are critical guys here, and I need you to tell me landing spots and if they move. 4. This is critical ones here. Jake Muzzin. I think he moves.
Oh man, he's got.
Don't say Toronto for all these.
No. Jake Muzzin's got...
Because Toronto's been rumored on all... I'm not even joking.
No.
I've heard these four
Muzzin
players.
is a perfect fit for Toronto, though.
I know.
He's only getting $4 million. He's got the end of this year and next year.
I know.
Like I said, the Leafs need a controllable D-man to replace Gardner, preferably left-handed, too. So that is a perfect fit. They could trade Kapanen, a second-round pick, and another prospect for him.
How about Tyler Toffoli?
I think that will get it done. I don't know. I don't think he'll get moved.
You don't think so?
No.
How about Radko Gudas?
No, come on.
Unless
you want to be killing penalties for 5 minutes and get suspended for 2 games, 5 games.
I know, but you know
nobody's taking a chance on that guy.
But you know what's goofy? He's a total bum. But you know what's goofy? Is now Tom Wilson wins a cup last year, and everybody thinks you got to get tough for the Cup.
Oh my God!
They do.
The league is not that way anymore.
It's not at all.
It's all skill and speed.
I know.
There's no room for toughness anymore.
No.
Well, there is room for it, but it's on its way out. Correct?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm in agreement with you.
Okay, that's right.
Okay, I'm going to name one more guy.
Okay.
Dougie Hamilton. Tons of talk this week.
Oh, my God. I talked to a kid today, and he's like, the Leafs should really trade for Dougie Hamilton. I said, why the hell would you want a right-handed Dion Phaneuf on your team? The guy sucks.
Defensively.
Isn't that his job? Isn't he a defenseman?
Yeah.
So he should be good defensively, no?
I said many times last year that Calgary should have put him on the wing.
You pay forwards to score goals. You don't need your D-man to score goals. You need your D-man to keep pucks out of the net.
Yep.
So why any team would want him for the playoffs, unless they want to dig pucks out of the net all game, it's not happening. That just doesn't make sense.
I'm with you.
Why Carolina did that trade is beyond me. Like, it's stupid. You traded Lindholm, Hannafin for Ferland and Dougie Hamilton. Now they want to trade both of them?
That is the way Carolina is right now. I don't understand that organization. I don't.
I could run that team better.
I don't understand.
It doesn't make sense.
Did you come up with a deadline deal mock one?
There's a couple for the Leafs.
Okay.
They're going to get a D-man. I think.
Give me one.
Well, I think Kapanen is gonna be dangled for a defenseman and a second-round pick. Guys with control are Muzzin and Tanev. Those are the two that could possibly get traded to the Leafs for Kapanen and a second-round pick, maybe another prospect.
I'm going to throw one on the table. And I thought about not talking about this all day, to be honest with you. But I'm going to do it anyways because I don't care. It's off the charts crazy and wild. But I don't know why. I just feel like this is a good fit for these two players. And I feel like they team trade.
Okay, spit it out. Come on.
Who hustles? Atkinson gets it back to Jones. Panarin waits top of the circle. Left side, the no-look pass. Panarin's with it. Hanging on. Shows patience. Quick shot. Scores in overtime. Artemi Panarin. The Blue Jackets win 600 victories for head coach.
I've got Columbus trading Panarin and Bobrovsky.
Oh, my God. This a fantasy trade?
No, just listen to this. Just listen. To the Islanders.
For Barzell. That's a fantasy trade.
No. You got to remember now. Panarin and Bobrovsky are UFAs.
I know.
So if they stay in Columbus, Columbus gets the big nothing. So they got to move them. Or sign them. You got to figure this shit out quick.
Mm-hmm.
That organization cannot afford to let both of them go. Can't.
Mm-hmm.
So what if the Islanders gave them Brock Nelson, Robin Lehner, a first-round pick, and a third-round pick?
Oh, I'd rather get a second than a third.
Okay. So.
Or there's got to be a couple more prospects in there, too.
For two guys that are going to walk for nothing?
That'd be a scary team in the playoffs.
Well, I'm just throwing it out there because I think something needs to happen in Columbus. And I know it's a long shot that they both go to the same team. But listen to this. This is a team that both of them would want to go to, too.
Yeah.
Panarin wants to go to a big city.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just, the Islanders would have to take on $7.675 more million in cap, but they have $9 million available. That puts the Islanders.
Well, no, all of that wouldn't be the cap.
No, I know because of
it's prorated.
It's prorated. It's total. I'm just saying, like, if
probably like $7 million to have to add.
Not even.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Like, something's got to happen with those two guys. It's shit or get off the pot time for Columbus on these two. They cannot, as a franchise, afford to let them both walk. They can't. Yeah. They can't. And Lou Lamoriello has got to be going, well, how would Bobrovsky do for our team? But Panarin up front, all of a sudden I go from a wild card potential to...
third seed, maybe?
No, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I can win a round or two. My first year on the island when I was... Some people, like you, Blake, had him picked for last place. It's seriously, like, I mean, he's... Lamoriello's a conniving guy. Like, he's good with this kind of stuff. Is this something that could happen?
It could. We'll see.
All right, let's quit talking trades and free agents and that kind of stuff. Let's talk a little bit around the league. Nathan MacKinnon's outburst on the bench with Coach Bednar.
Colorado's so frustrated, Kelly. They felt they were the better team in Winnipeg. They lose that game 7-4. They outshoot Calgary 35-16 in this one. Lose this game 5-3, and you could see that frustration boiling over on the bench late in the game.
Yeah, Nathan MacKinnon was furious, and it seems as though, to me, he was furious with his coach. And at some point, I thought I heard him mouth the words, or saw him mouth the words, just do your job. And that's pretty troubling when you get a player of that stature and that magnitude that frustrated, and that kind of tells you how it's going for the Colorado Avalanche.
I think it's a common thing that happens a lot. I mean...
You don't do it like that, though.
No, but that stuff happens all the time, and this time MacKinnon just got caught on camera. That stuff, you go to a game live, and you sit close to the bench. That shit happens all the time. Players are yapping at the coach. Players bickering at each other. That stuff happens all the time.
Yeah.
And this just got blown out of proportion.
No.
Yes, it did.
No, wait a minute.
Yes,
now.
it did.
Wait a minute.
Because they were probably good 20 minutes after the game.
You can't be disrespectful like that.
His emotions got the best of him.
I don't care. He needs to be better than that.
Yeah, sure, he does. And he apologized after.
Yeah, but you know what? If I was his coach, I'd say, listen here, you pull that shit one more time, and there's going to be hell to pay. Because even the rest of the team, Landeskog was freaking pissed.
Makes you look bad. Makes the coach look bad.
He looked like an immature little baby.
Yeah, like Gaudreau.
What does Gaudreau have to do with this?
Baby.
I've already went down that road with you, and I've already said my opinions on it. This isn't about this. This is being disrespectful to your coach. That tears locker rooms up.
No.
Pulling shit like that to your coach is not right.
It's not right.
It's not right.
It happens. That's sports.
You know, here's the problem. No, but it's wrong. It's wrong. It's what's wrong with this world right now. Is because people are disrespectful, and it's terrible. If that would have happened 20 years ago in the National Hockey League, MacKinnon still wouldn't be on the ice. But now these guys get these paychecks, and they think they're hot shit because they make $10 million, and they think it's okay to throw water bottles like a squirt. I'm telling you, if that was my kid and he was playing peewee hockey, I'd have went down there and yanked his ass off the bench, and he would have played probably for 2 weeks for being an immature little brat. And I thought it was bullshit that you call your coach out like that. I didn't like it at all. I know he apologized. I know he's better than that. But damn it, it's time. You're professional athletes. Act like one.
Yeah.
Arizona, Connor Garland scores off his head.
Did you see that? Face, yeah. What a price to pay to get a goal.
Whew.
And did you see the shiner he had yesterday?
Did you see him? You see him trying to put his helmet back on?
What a warrior!
I felt bad for him.
What a warrior!
After he got
that's hockey, baby.
When he got stitched up, you know.
Yeah.
He went to put his helmet back on. He had to like pull it out, and you could just tell it just like hurt like hell to put his helmet back on.
You see his eye yesterday?
Oh yeah,
that's a shiner.
Oof. Good spirits.
Looks like the Michael Grabner eye injury.
What a gamer though. Yeah. And he gets the winner off the back glass.
Yeah. He scored again last night.
How fitting is that? No, he didn't. No.
Oh, no, he had an assist.
How fitting is that, though?
Yeah.
They beat Edmonton off a shot off. Geez, can the Kings get worse than Edmonton?
Yeah, Peter Chiarelli messes this up. Oh, man, I can't wait. Oh, man.
I don't think he will.
I can't. He's going to go, oh, he's just going to say, F it. He's going to do something stupid.
Thinking of messed up things, Randy Carlyle and the Ducks lose 11 straight. Now, everybody's come out and said that Anaheim is not firing Carlyle. It's on the players, and I like that.
We just traded Cogliano today to the Stars. I think we're going to see...
That's an irrelevant trade in my mind, do you think?
Yeah, it is. But... You know, it's good. It's good for a GM to back his coach, because I do think Carlisle's a good coach. But look at the man games lost. They have almost 300 man games lost. Corey Perry hasn't played a single shift all year. Ryan Kessler's fallen off the face of the earth. You know, I don't know. Like Cam Fowler's missed most of the season. That's one of their best defensemen. Mm-hmm. So you can't really put it on the coach when you haven't had a full healthy team.
I don't. Yeah,
you know what I mean.
And I think Randy Carlyle is a good coach. I mean,
he's demanding.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. But sometimes he's demanding too much. Like he was in Toronto.
Welcome to the real world.
He wasn't the right coach back in the day for Toronto, but you know,
no one could have coached
with the older team in Anaheim.
Jesus could have coached Toronto to a 5. Couldn't have coached them to a 500 record with that roster.
Yeah.
You know, Bobrovsky and his little outburst in the locker room. I don't know a ton of details on that.
I don't know what happened.
Do you think? I mean, is that just one more sign that he's on the road out? I don't like problems in locker rooms.
Again, that probably happens all the time.
I think there's more problems in locker rooms. Oh. And I'm not trying to freak out about the MacKinnon thing, but here's the deal with this. Like, good, strong teams have their outbursts, but they keep them inside.
Yeah.
And here's the deal. Okay, we had just like 4 months ago, didn't we go through the whole Ottawa debacle of them talking shit in the Uber driver thing?
That happens all the time, too.
No, but I totally agree. But those guys got caught, right? And it sucked for them. And they had to save face, they had to apologize, and they had to do this and that.
That was wrong, though, for that guy to do that.
Absolutely it was. I couldn't agree more with you more. But obviously, these guys are not learning their lessons to watch what they do when MacKinnon does that. Like, the hockey gods got him good because they made him fall off the back of his chair, off the back of the bench. Like, come on.
Yeah.
You know, and I think Nathan MacKinnon's a top 5 player in this league. I love watching that guy play. And I don't think this will create problems for that organization, but I just hope that we don't see that again out of him. He's too good to be doing stupid junk like that. He is. He's just too good. Cool Hockey is the #1 place to get NHL jerseys. Every fan wants a fully customized NHL jersey made to NHL specs. Check out CoolHockey.com now and use promo code INSIDE20 for 20% off your next jersey purchase. It's time for 3 questions. It is time for another edition of 3 questions. It is my turn to fire questions off at Blake. He'll get me back next week. 3 easy ones for you this week, Blake.
Sure.
You owe me some easy ones. Actually, no, I like hard ones. Number 1, is Colin Delia the goalie of the future in Chicago? He's 3-1-3 with a .932.
I think Cam Moore gets traded this year, and they're gonna.
Who?
Well,
like Australia?
There'll be a team.
No on him.
Be a team that'll want a backup goalie.
How many backups can you carry?
He's good. He's a good backup. He is, though. Seriously.
I know.
But Delia, going back to him.
Like, I don't know. I
don't have an answer for that.
No, because it is a little early.
It's a small sample size.
Very small. Fun to watch, though, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He's good.
He's a good player. Okay, here's a little bit bigger question for you, and one I know you're interested in because we talked about it earlier this week. What is your thoughts on player tracking technology that is being tested? Is it something that fans will enjoy or get a benefit from?
I think it will. I think it's great. I think fans will find it really cool to watch a game from inside a player's skates. I think that's really cool. You get to watch a game from it inside Marc-Andre Fleury's mask. I see what he's seeing.
Well, that's the video part of it, though. But the tracking part of it's a little different.
It's gonna help fantasy.
The number one push on this was for the gambling aspect.
Yeah,
but the technology we're going to receive from this is pretty amazing. They're going to be putting microchip
in the jerseys.
Well, actually, they got them in the players' shoulder pads now.
Yeah, on the shoulder and in the puck.
And in the puck.
Yeah.
I did think it's funny because some of the players they tested this in a game now.
Yeah.
And it was the Vegas Golden Knights
and San Jose Sharks.
Yeah. Some of the players complained that the puck was a little bit bouncy. Whatever. I mean, I don't know. They're going to refine it, and they want those. The NHL wanted that feedback.
So one thing with all this technology, why can't they put something in the crossbar that like the line lights up if the puck goes in behind the net? Because when a goalie catches the puck in the glove in the net,
but I think it should be on the. Shouldn't it be on the ice though?
Huh?
Shouldn't it be on the ice?
Or chip in the ice. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
And if the puck goes in the glove and the glove goes past the goal line, the goal line lights up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's ways that they can do that.
I think that'll happen. I think we'll see that. It's a good point.
Yeah.
It was saying, I was reading an article on the Athletic about this, and it said that right now the league tracks 350 events per game. With this technology,
really?
Yeah.
Per game?
Right now. It'll be changing to 10,000 events tracked per game when this technology comes out.
Yeah, go average speed, time on ice, everything.
And they said that where it's really going to affect is in goaltending.
Why?
Because they're going to be able to figure out percentages of saves based on the speed of the shot. If the shot's over 90 miles an hour, he has a save percentage of this. If the shot's at 70 miles an hour, if the shot is off the backhand, he's got a save percentage of this.
That's cool.
If the shot's high,
that's cool.
Because they'll be able to measure how high the puck was.
Mm-hmm.
And so they'll be able to tell you, like on the glove hand, upper glove hand, he's got a save percentage of .932, but on the blocker down low, he's .893. Mm-hmm. It's going to be amazing.
It's cool.
It's cool.
I love the direction the NHL is going in.
I love stats.
Me too.
Like
Me too. I'm a big stats guy too.
And sometimes that's not good, but it's pretty neat to see that.
Mm-hmm.
Next question, number 3. Holtby takes a stick in the eye, goes through his cat eye mask, gives him a little bit of an injury, forces him out of the game, and I believe he missed the next game, correct? Is it time that the NHL should ban those cat eye goalie masks?
I think they should. I mean, it happened to Henrik Lundqvist.
It's happened to a lot of goalies.
But
you know what? Here's the
deal.
It's
no different. It's no different than wearing a throat guard and a stick going through the throat guard. It's the same thing.
My thing though, my first reaction was, I think they should just ban them. But if we're allowing players to go out there with half shields, like, why can't we have a goalie with a cat eye? It's not like the puck's getting through.
It's easier to see too.
So my original response to this question was, ban them. And I thought more about it, and I'm like, come on.
No, I don't think they should ban them.
So you just changed your mind too?
Did I say ban them?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I mean that's my original.
It's dangerous.
It is.
It is dangerous, but from a goalie.
So how do you feel? Let's do a sub part to this question since we're talking about injuries and safety. And how do you feel about a general manager saying to his players, "You have to wear the skate protectors"?
I don't know.
But think about it.
Kind of uncomfortable.
It's like I own your feet. I'm paying your salary. I can't afford to have you breaking a foot.
Yeah.
Most players wear them now.
Yeah.
Because they're not uncomfortable.
No.
I mean, you don't even hardly know you have one.
Mm-hmm.
So why wouldn't you wear them? It's like I can't believe more general managers haven't said you're wearing cut-proof socks if you play for me.
Yeah. Achilles and stuff.
When Carlson got his cut,
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, happened to Kevin Bieksa too.
I ordered a pair of cut-proof socks for my son that night.
Yeah.
So I thought, whoa, I'm spending $250 on a helmet. I really don't want his Achilles cut either. Or what if it gets an artery?
Mm-hmm.
Why would I not?
Yeah.
Why don't we have cut-proof Because I've seen players get cut in the back of the leg, or why are we not wearing cut-proof, like the Under Armour type body suits that they wear?
Yeah.
Why are they not wearing the cut-proof material on that?
Yeah. Do they even have them?
Well, I mean, if they make the technology to make the skate, why can't you make the suit? The skates are not thick.
The sock, you mean?
The sock, yeah. I'm sorry, sock. They're not thick. They're not cumbersome. They're not bulky. Like, why wouldn't you just take that technology? And it doesn't eliminate it, but it helps.
Those are just... Are they guaranteed, though?
No, they're not guaranteed. But if they reduce the chance, the cut won't be as deep. I mean, maybe it won't get your Achilles.
Yeah.
It's better than nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
who knows?
Time for a listener question.
Sure.
Got an interesting one this week from a Florida Panthers fan, Phil Jeffrey. His question, it is harsh, but the Florida Panthers have a better chance of being a top 5 pick than making the playoffs. It looks like it's a lame duck season for Mr. Talent and coaches. They stopped caring and have done very little of fixing anything. They've mailed this season in. Is it time for a rebuild in Florida?
Oh, like I mentioned earlier in the show, Florida's stuck in the middle. They got a lot of good pieces up front. They got Barkov, they got Butchett, they got Huberdeau, they got Hoffman, They got Trocheck, who's been injured most of the year. And then on the back end, they got Yandel, they got Matheson,
Eklund.
who's young. Ekblad. And then the only issue I have is the net. They don't really got anybody coming up. They got Reimer, who's 30, 31 maybe.
Yeah, they're going to have to solve the net.
39, almost 40. He turns 40 in April. As for a rebuild, I don't see a rebuild. I think they're going to get a top 7 pick this year, which will help them in the future. But to say their young core is too good to blow it up. I mean, why would you wreck that? You got something good with Barkov, Huberdeau, Hoffman, Trocheck, Butchett. You got something good up front.
I'm going to say something, Blake, that I
there?
really don't say very often.
Well, they should
No, I'm not bringing that up. I'm usually like, it's not the coach's fault. Get better players. I wonder if this isn't a complete management fault.
Well, a few years ago, his talent stepped down.
Yeah,
and
he was back.
Back when the team made the playoffs, they took the Islanders to 7 games, lost in double overtime, and all of a sudden the offseason, talent steps down. And then they kind of went in the shit.
They did.
And then all of a sudden, 2
Talon's
years
back.
later, talent's back, everything's the same.
No, it's not.
They haven't recovered.
I think there's turmoil in the offices, and I think it's affecting the play on the ice. I think this is a decent team. I don't think it's a great team. They definitely need goaltending help, but they got a halfway decent core of young guys that I think I agree with you. I don't think you can blow this up. I think you need to get to work and get the job done right.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be interesting to see what happens in Florida, but every year we seem to talk about Florida as kind of a team to watch.
They can move to Quebec.
Man, I don't know. Like this team just underachieves, don't they? I feel bad for their core fans. I really
feel
do.
bad for their loyal fans, and it's just sad when they get like 900 fans. It's pretty bad.
It's frustrating. Hopefully they can turn this around and get this thing figured out.
Inside Edge Hockey News. Dropping the gloves. And stirring the pot.
Thanks for listening to the Debate Hockey Podcast. Check out InsideEdgeHockeyNews.com for all your hockey news. Follow us on all forms of social media, and make sure you download the debate on your favorite podcatcher. Check us out on Spreaker, SoundCloud, iTunes, iHeart, and YouTube. A special thanks goes out to our sponsor, CoolHockey.com. Make sure you check out their website, use promo code INSIDE20, and save 20% off your next jersey purchase. Thanks for listening, and we hope you enjoy this week's hockey action.
Saved by Anderson. Couturier, the sweep set up. Gibson robs Tierney. Save of the game.
Thanks so much for listening to this episode of The Debate Hockey Podcast with your host, Brad Burud. For more great content and to stay up to date, visit InsideEdgeHockeyNews.com and on Twitter at InsideEdgeHOCKE and Facebook at Inside Edge Hockey News. We'll catch you next time.
This has been a production of Inside Edge Hockey News Radio, copyrighted and distributed by the Inside Edge Hockey Media Group.